Hey guys, how's it going? It's Molly. I'm here today to do a Sephora VIB sale recommendations and personal wish list video. So if you are curious about what I recommend and what I plan to pick up, then you should just watch the video. All right, so to start off, we are going to start off with one of my favorite brands that is at Sephora, and that would be Natasha Denona. I feel so bougie saying it, but I have, I think I have 5 Natasha Denona palettes. I'm going to talk about 4 of them today. 3 of them I'm going to show you. One of them I forgot downstairs, so that one's not going to happen. And the other one is shattered, whatever. All right, let's start with the biggest one, the Natasha Denona Lila palette. This I purchased on Poshmark. So, and it is beat up. It looks like this because my son and his friend were swatching. And my son is really good about swatching, but his little friend, not so much. She was really going to town, digging in there. So it looks terrible, but these pans are huge and there's still a ton of product. This is so pretty. It is. These purples are gorgeous. I'm gonna swatch some of my favorite shades for you guys so that you can get an idea of what we're working with. So my hands are really dry, don't mind that. There's a lot of hand washing going on these days. Okay, so there's 3 shimmers, 3 mattes. These mattes create the perfect canvas for these shimmers. They're so beautiful. This purple in the middle, every single time I've used that shade, I have loved the way my makeup turned out. I'm gonna describe the formula just this one time because it works for the Lila palette as well as all the other palettes I'm talking about that are Natasha Denona. Her mattes are amazing. They are buttery and smooth and pigmented. They're not patchy. They're absolutely gorgeous. And her shimmers are out of this world. Everything I want in a shimmer. You can create just kind of a wash of shimmer or you can foil them. They're just incredibly impactful. They're really creamy and smooth. They're just so good. So I love the Lila palette. That is the only one of her larger palettes that I have. That may change soon. Okay, next, the bronze palette. I mentioned this in my fall palettes video. Definitely recommend it. These shades are gorgeous. I've created so many different looks with this, and I have loved every single one of them, which is not always the case with makeup. So definitely recommend the bronze palette. I have kind of had my eye on the glam palette. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. But I do have the mini glam palette. So this one is really pretty as well. These shimmers are fantastic. These mattes are buildable. You've got just this plain old kind of transition shade here that you can use as a transition. And then you can also deepen up the crease because like I said, you can build it up. And then this deeper brown to deepen up the outer V, add some dimension. You can get some really nice looks out of this. So here are these shimmers swatched. They're really gorgeous. So I definitely recommend that. And then I also have the Cranberry palette, and that is such a pretty palette. I honestly, I knew that I wanted it, but then once I got it, I was like, ooh, I don't know that I'm gonna love this color story. No, every time I've used it, it's been amazing. So definitely recommend that. The other Natasha Denona product that I recommend is the Love Glow Cheek Palette. This was part of her Valentine's Day release. It's really pretty. So you've got a cream blush. This is what makes the palette for me. Then this is one of her diamond powders. It's just a very sparkly sort of shade. It works really nicely as a blush topper if you want more of a luminous shine to your skin. This is one of her glow impact powders is what she calls it. And honestly, I'm not super crazy about this. I kind of find it hard to work with. I think if you are going to be using that, you need to use it with a firm brush so that you can actually pick it up because it's pressed pretty hard. And then the Super Glow, this is just, it's a beautiful blush topper. My hand is dirty, but that's the Super Glow, like sheared out. So that on your cheeks. Yeah. Next. Out of all the Naked palettes, the one that I really love the color story of is the Naked Honey palette. Now, to be fair, this is only the third Naked palette that I've owned. I have the original. I still have that. I don't know why. The formula is not good. It's expired. I need to get rid of it, but I kind of hold on to it for nostalgia purposes because it was the first palette I ever got. So I have that. I purchased Naked 2 and I gifted that to my mom. And this is the Naked palette that I currently have, use, and love. So yeah, Naked Honey, beautiful. You know, some of the newer Naked palettes, I think maybe didn't get the best reviews. But this one is 100% worth the hype. People adore this palette and for good reason. The undertone of these mattes is not one that you find in all the warm palettes. It's more of a yellow undertone and it's just beautiful. Every look I've come up with this has been gorgeous. Next. And this one I feel like got really mixed reviews. Some people loved it, moi. Some people hated it. One of the things that people hated about it was the packaging. You know, I think a lot of people thought that was really tacky. Hi, buddy. My baby's talking to me. You know, it doesn't bother me. I think it's kind of fun. Let's talk about the product inside. These shimmers are what make the palette. There's only 3 matte shades. There's this bone shade, this taupe shade, and this black shade. This taupe shade, just like that Natasha Denona, the mini palette that I was talking about, it's buildable. So you can do a wash of like a transition shade, and then you can go in with a firmer brush and deepen up the crease. So it definitely builds on itself. This black is a deep, deep black, and it works great as a liner. It also works really well to add dimension to the outer V. These shimmers are gorgeous. You can absolutely blow them up into the crease with the right kind of brush. I recommend like a denser brush for that. But I really didn't have a problem making this a comprehensive palette. I think that was one of the criticisms that people had, was there just weren't enough mattes. And yeah, it would be nice if there were more, but these shimmers are so good that I don't think it's necessary. So that one, I think it retails for like $53. Get it on sale. Next, Melt Gemini. I love this palette. These mattes are phenomenal. They're absolutely phenomenal. The shimmers are not good. So I really wouldn't pay full price for this. I want to say I got this on sale off of Melt's site for way more than what you would get at the Sephora VIB sale. But you know, if you absolutely want to get this and you don't have it yet, then you should go ahead and pick it up during the sale, because these mattes are out of this world. Oh, I almost forgot. Milk bronzer and baked. It's so good. I talk about this in my favorites video. I think I've talked about it in a couple of favorites videos now. It's really, really good. Pick it up. Thank me later. Lipstick, I have been using the crap out of this. This is the Melt lipstick in the shade On The Go. It's what I have on my lips today, and it is beautiful. The formula, it's matte, but it doesn't accentuate all the dryness in my lips. Some matte lipsticks do that, like the ColourPop Lippy Sticks, the matte formula. No, I can't make it work. But this is really, really pretty. It's long wearing. It's, you know, it's not transfer proof because it's a bullet lipstick, but it's just so good. And they have a ton of colors, a ton of really odd colors, but some also very wearable ones. And this would be one of those. So it's On The Go, like I said. And I want to say that only retails for like $19. So it's not terribly expensive to begin with, but I like it. But if you can get it on sale, you should do that. Okay, next I've got some blushes. One of my favorite blush formulas is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush. My baby is about to be all done. It's okay, Bubba. Hi. Are you over it? Do you want to get out of that swing? So I have 3 of these. I have the shades Captivating, Blushing Bride. Here, I'll swatch. You can't see those. All right. Well, you can't really see it because my hands are so dry. They're not showing up on my hands. But I've got Party. It's just a really good everyday nude blush. Blushing Bride. I wore this for my wedding. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. And then Captivating. So these are the 3 that I have. This one's just like a really pretty peach. I just mentioned it in my favorites video for the month of October. I used it a ton. And I used it like all summer. So it's just, they're so good. I don't have it on today. I have a different blush on today, but they are blendable. They're not terribly pigmented, but they're not super sheer. They're just a really nice formula. Okay, next. These, I love these. I have mentioned before that I really, really like it when shimmer shadows are just pretty foiled. So what I'm mentioning now is the Tarte Chrome Paint Pots. I have the shades Sun Drenched, which is this one. It's just a gorgeous wearable gold. And Park Avenue Princess, which is this really pretty bronze. They're so, so pretty. I love them. I think they're like $22, so it's a little pricey for a single eyeshadow. So pick it up on sale. This packaging is really good though. It's, you know, you've got a glass bottle or pot, gold lid. It's nice. So now let's wrap things up with my personal plan of attack. I'm sitting here going through my loves list and there's a lot of stuff on it. I probably could do a whole video decluttering my loves list. I just saw Glitter Fallout do that same video and yes, please, I need to do that. But there are so many things that I want. Budgeting is a thing and money is not infinite. So let's just, I'm gonna have to make some tough calls. But the first thing that I want is the Lawless, the Baby One Mini Eyeshadow Palette. This is beautiful. It was between this and the new Natasha Denona Mini, the Mini Zendo palette. But at this point in time, I am leaning towards the Lawless one. I've never tried anything from Lawless, but I've heard really, really good things about the brand. Samantha March raves about the brand a lot. I've got some other Lawless items on here, but I believe this is probably the thing that I want to pick up from the brand. The next thing, and this one I'm on the fence about because the price is steep. It's the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Glow Highlighter. I've never tried a Natasha Denona highlighter other than what comes in this palette. And then I have like a little mini blush and highlight duo. Okay, so I lied. I've tried Natasha Denona highlighters, but this is one that I'm really interested in. I saw her use it in one of her Instagram tutorials and it was beautiful. I want it. I don't know that I should get it or not. This one it's a very strong maybe. I am going to pick up one of her I Need a Nude lipsticks. I'm going to choose the shade Andrea. It's a neutral beige undertone. It looks gorgeous and nude lips they have my heart. Those are the shades that I tend to gravitate towards. So that's $25 and the Lawless eyeshadow palette is $25. So we're up to $50 without the discount. The next thing that I really need is the Melt Cosmetics Digital Dust Duo Blush. Why is that so hard? I think the shade that I'm going to go with is Raw Honey. It is the mauve shade. So it looks absolutely amazing. And when these first launched, I was like, no, I don't need that. I'm not going to buy that. Those look way too glowy, blah, blah, blah. but I'm here to tell you that I like a glowy blush, and Heather Austin raved about this in one of her recent favorites videos. And now I just can't stop thinking about them. So that's going to have to happen. So that's $39. So we're up to $89. The next thing that I want to try is the Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez, the Best of Rare Beauty Lip and Cheek Set. I feel like we heard really good things about these products specifically. No, it's out of stock. Oh, man, that sucks. I wasn't even clicking on these things to know if they're in stock. I assume that because they're here, they're good. Shiza. All right, well, the Melt Blush is in stock. Okay. Dang it. Oh, I guess it says plain as day right there, out of stock for the Rare Beauty thing. Well, forget it. I guess I'll get something different. Maybe the Denona highlighter. Hey, how you doing? All right. Well, so much for that. Do I want to just keep it at those three things? The eyeshadow palette, the lipstick, and the blush. That's $89. Let's find out what what is 15% of 89? Riddle me that, Batman. So that's still going to be a $75 order. That's without the Natasha Denona highlighter, by the way. Dang. The other thing that is possibly going to be coming home with me is the Natasha Denona Chromium Multi-Chrome Liquid Eyeshadow in Scarab. It's the green, gold, blue one. Every look that I've seen with it, which has only been a handful, but every single one has been gorgeous. So, dang. You know, I might just get one of the Selena Gomez blushes. Why do I need it? I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm not just going to buy it just to buy it. I want the set. I'm going to wait for the set to come back in stock. So forget I said that. But yeah, I think that's it. Oh, I almost forgot. The other thing that I am planning on picking up is the KVD Vegan Beauty perfume, the Sinner perfume. It's currently on sale for $18 anyways. So yeah, I'm going to get it. I've smelled it before and it smells really nice. It's the type of scent that I like. It's deep. It's a deep scent. Does that make any sense? Like, it's not like florals are very like light and airy. Like, this is deep. It's intense. It's sultry and sexy. And I want it in my life. So I am going to pick that up. But okay, so to recap, just want to make sure that I'm on the same page as myself here. I'm getting the Lawless eyeshadow palette, the Denona Lippy, the Melt Blush, possibly the Denona multi-shadow, multi-chrome, whatever. And then KVD. And then maybe the Denona highlighter. So that's where I'm at. Truthfully, I would be getting the Natasha Denona Gold palette in a heartbeat, but I just can't. With Black Friday coming up, I don't want to spend all of my November budget on the VIB sale. So I do need to exercise some restraint. Whew. I can do this. It's gonna be fine. Okay, so that's it, you guys. Those are my recommendations and what I personally am gonna pick up. I realize that the personally picking up section of this video was a little sparse. I am one woman. I am not a big YouTuber who gets all of this stuff for free. A real person who spends her hard-earned money on these things. So I would love to hear what you guys are picking up, or if you're picking anything up, maybe you're not, which is cool. Like I said, this is the first VIB sale that I've ever shopped at, so I'm kind of excited that I'm going to be getting something. So, or some things. Anyways, I'm rambling at this point. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I hope you guys will consider liking the video, subscribing before you go, and I will see you in my next one.